There's no time for pleasantries or interrogations. Tho'at Replicanum is summoning Maligraphies, creatures of ink. The Endless Archive is filled with books and therefore ink. You can see how this is suboptimal, right? Daedra. I saw her name scrawled in many margins, but it took the ink attacking for me to put the pieces together. Research can be uncomfortable, even painful. This is unprecedented. I have a plan to combat her, though I lack the skills to enact it. Nymics are the true names of Daedra. If we collect the pieces of Tho'at Replicanum's Nymic, we can use it to summon her and rid the Endless Archive of her malaise. At least that's what I hope happens. I'm not destitute, if that sways you. That door will take you into the archive. The Maligraphies are the best lead we have, so head toward orbs of unstable ink, and you'll find them. I'll watch and offer advice when I can, but I'll leave the fighting to you. It's not my forte. They resemble the contents of the text itself. Most of the books here in the archive are historical accounts. They seem differently tempered as well. Some are peaceful, many hostile, and almost all have different skills and strengths. Think about it this way. A book can discuss a king as a vicious conqueror or a benevolent philanthropist. Both of these descriptions could be true, but a text must choose one. As for the differences in strengths, not all authors are equally skilled. I can usually tell after they attack. Most of the Maligraphies will fight you, but that doesn't mean that all of them will. Just keep an eye out for any that behave violently. Then you underestimate the power of the written word. Remember that these characters, as you called them, aren't in their books anymore. A sword made out of ink is still a sword. I have the scars to prove it. It all comes back to ink. The Maligraphies are made out of the book, and I've seen Tho'at Replicanum scribbled across the margins of many pages here. I'm practiced enough at research to know when I'm on the cusp of discovery. The Nymic is a Daedra's true name. If we hold the Nymic, we'll be able to control her to some capacity. I'm not powerful enough to banish her from the archive outright, but I think I have enough magic to summon her. The Endless Archive holds written records of events that were, or that could be. There were others who called this place home, but they're dead to the archive. I didn't think that was possible. The Endless challenges many of my assumptions. Threads of fate bind everything in the archive to the index. If the threads break, the item is returned to safety. This protects the tomes, but it is helpful should an accident-prone researcher bury his nose in a book and walk off a cliff. And now it appears some of the inhabitants of the archive no longer have the protection of the threads. I have no idea why that is so, and it disconcerts me. I would be lost if I was no longer bound to the index. That giant orb. Since it's tied to everything in the archive, we use it to locate books throughout the endless expanses. This place would be a headache to navigate without it. You'll see evidence of them as you travel. I know of a few who aren't dead to the archive, but I'm not sure if they encountered the Maligraphies yet. I'll do my best to steer you toward them when I can. They could help you. Delightful. Uncomfortable.
I copied myself through the archive. This isn't it.
Killed her! This version, she's spreading across the books in this archive. There could be hundreds of Tho'at Replicanum. When you're finished here, meet me back where we met. We should talk about what happened. There are more Maligraphies and other Tho'at Replicanum in the archive. I thought I had this all figured out at the start. But spend enough time contemplating the endless and you realize that nothing is ever simple. Well, that's one Tho'at Replicanum taken care of. I should focus on all the good work you did. That's true. The filers feel safer, and I can let my guard down a little when I research things. It's a definite improvement. I know Hermaeus Mora has been rewarding you for your efforts along this journey, but I'd like to give you something too.